morning, dear pupils. Our lesson today is Ми читачі. How do you like today's weather? Oh, it's rather cold and snowy today. In such weather, it's very suitable to stay at home and to read an interesting book. So I want you to train your brain and look through literary rebus. There are 7 titles of the famous writer's works. The first one is Robinson Crusoe. Your task is to find the rest. Good luck. A good morning. It's a very interesting text. Now we will practice your reading skills. So after my reading, please read it by yourself. A good morning. When I was a boy, I lived a long way from school. I had to walk through the forest to get to our school. I usually took my father's gun with me. One day, coming from school, I heard cries from Mr. Epperly's house. His dog, Old Ranger, had fought with a mad dog half an hour before. Now all the people were afraid of Old Ranger because the dog could have become mad too. They all asked Mr. Epperly to shoot Old Ranger. Mr. Epperly said he could not do it himself. He asked some people to do it, but nobody agreed. Mr. Epperly came up to me and said, "Joe, why can't you take the dog with you to the forest on your way home and shoot it?" I told Mr. Epperly I did not want to shoot Old Ranger. "I'll give you $1 if you do it," he said. I had never had $1. I did not want to shoot Old Ranger, but now it seemed to me that all the people wanted it. So Mr. Epperly gave me $1. I took Old Ranger and went to the forest. I knew I could never shoot Old Ranger. So I decided to take him secretly home. At home, I explained everything to my mother. She let me keep the dog in the yard for a month. It was the most difficult time in my life. The Epperly children did not want to walk to school with me, and the other children at school asked me, "What have you done with your $1?" They did not want to play with me. I could not explain anything to them. Then came a happy morning. "You can take Old Ranger home now, Joey," my mother said. "A month is over. The dog isn't dangerous anymore." I took the dog. He was very happy to go with me. We were not far from Mr. Epperly's house when Old Ranger barked. All the family ran out of the house. Mr. and Mrs. Epperly were very glad to see me and Old Ranger. Then I gave the $1 back to Mr. Epperly. Well, you need to do true or false task. Here you can see 10 sentences. If it's false, well, you need to explain why. And task number 2 is you need to write briefly who is the main character and find the information about this person in the text. Everything is simple. So I wish you good luck. and I see you soon, my dear pupil.